There it is, loco move, 30 minutes. Let's change the promo. Will I have time to do the map? Probably not. Because whenever I need to do something quickly, the game runs faster than I do. Nope. Right, let's zoom back into there, set that back up. Right. Oh, come on, mouse, don't do that to me. Good afternoon, driver. Your job is to take 5029 Nunney Castle to Plymouth. You'll be driving as far as Newton Abbot. The engineers have just informed me that the axles are getting a bit warm, so you're advised to take a steady 45 to 50 miles per hour should do. Okay. Put that on. Why is the reverser not working? Interesting. Ooh, something's funky going on with the reverser. Never mind. Reverser fail. Okay, let's have a look at our instructions, what we're doing. We're just going to Newton Abbot. So where we are here, we need to change that point and that point, and then that gets us out onto the main line. Yep, ready to go. JM1260, will I be streaming all day? No, I definitely won't be streaming all day. We're going to do this scenario and then we're going to do one more and then we'll call it a day. Because what I'm doing here is I'm doing the 2,000 subscriber video special. And hey there, Side01, thanks for the follow. So I'm recording this from the normal perspective. I've also got a camera up there recording it from behind the scenes as well, which is what was requested. And I've done a bit before and I'll do a little bit after the stream as well. So we'll I've forgotten what I'm saying. I'm perturbed about why the reverser doesn't work. Never mind. Set the back end running. Yeah, so yeah, we're doing this one, which is about half an hour. Then we're going to do the Pendolino, which is about 50 minutes, and then I'm going to start putting the video together. And hopefully this weekend I'll get that video up. Castle, beautiful. Look at these sounds, beautiful. So we're not stopping anywhere. Fridge Starling's going to dance to the steam engine noise. Oh, they said 40 to 50, didn't they? Got the guard in the coach ringing me up, shouting and screaming at me. What are you doing? The reverser has a latch at a release and can only be removed at 0 throttle. Well, I was at 0 throttle. And it has a latch, but it's just an animated latch, so if you move it, it auto does the latch for you. It's not like the Victory Works one, because that's not doing anything at all. So I don't quite know what's going on there. It's probably just needs to access a different controller than normal. In fact, I've got the list here, let's have a look. Oh, there is a reverser lock control, I guess, that needs to be set. That's fine, I can update the script to support that. That's no biggie. Right car wanted to see a pacer. There's your pacer. Trees, bushes, they're all in the way. There you go, ride car's happy he saw his pacer. Quite right too. Got 50 people looking at the stream now. That's incredible. What our light's doing at the moment. That doesn't look right. Control, is it set up way up? Yeah, it is. So I want 2, 3, 4. 3? Yeah, that's more like it. Express. Oh, except we're not express passenger, are we? Let's go with that. I don't know what that is. That's fitted freight. I guess that's technically true. Fringe Starling says, be aware the next scenario is very strange in some way. I expect nothing less, Fringe Starling. I expect nothing less. Let's put some water in just for the, you know, the giggles. Miles to Newton Abbot, keeping around 45-50 miles an hour as instructed. HST. Hey, Carlito MW, good to see you again. Let's have a flyby with the train, shall we? Let's get away from all the trees. Stand a little bit above the fence. That'll do. This is a nice angle, I think. Fringe styling. In reality, the pantographs are on a pneumatic spring, which means they're always pressed up against the light, against the pantograph. So effectively, they automatically adjust, but they just sprung basically. In the game, they're currently not. Badman Matt 1987. Can't get the train to the end as it gets slower and slower and comes to a halt. Is that driving a steam engine? Because it sounds like you're running out of boiler pressure. Yeah, so Bad Matt, basic things to look out for. Apparently one of the things you need to be in the cab so that you can hear the AWS. So, yeah, that's what's just happened to me. That's why we're coming to a stop. Just got pinged by an AWS. Come on, let go. You're not going to go yet? No. Hey, Master Daniel. Yes, I'm streaming. So AWS is another one I need for an emoticon, isn't it? So yes, I was talking about the steam loco, and so the couple of key things. One, you want to keep your fire mass up by keep putting coal in, otherwise the fire doesn't have the ability to generate steam in the first place. You want to keep your water up, keep it between 80 and 90%, and you'll never have a problem with that. Don't overfill it, don't let it run out, otherwise it's an immediate end. Press the M key and open your dampers. That helps the steam flow more freely. And as you're accelerating, you'll notice I've brought the reverser back. So if I put the reverser forward now, if I put the throttle up and put the reverser forward, you watch my boiler pressure is plummeting like no one's business. If I pull the cutoff back with the S key, it stops. And then if anything, I can actually make it go up just by pulling back the cutoff. So you want to manage that boiler pressure. That's the key thing. If you run out of that, then that's it. You're not going anywhere. But then there are a number of things you can do to keep the boiler pressure going nicely. Let's get back in the cab, shall we? Hey, Azkaban, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. What was your really bad fail then, Fringe Starlin? Whoops, that wasn't what I intended. In theory, that's what I intended. Boiler pressure, water's back up to 81%. Let's get the speed going a bit. I've just knocked it out into release again. The other thing to watch as well, Badman Matt, is that your brake lever, while you're actually running and driving, you want to move it gently up into this running position, because it'll mean you use less steam. Having it in the running release position or the applied position will drain your steam pressure a little bit. This is Starcross. Cut the power, we're going a bit too fast at the moment. Cherry wants a tutorial on how to drive the Class 92. Yeah, that's on my list actually to do. I'm trying to work out what's different about the Class 92 though, because it's a fairly straightforward loco to drive, I think, in the game at least. So if there's anything particular you want me to cover, then do let me know. Fringe style him spadded in West Coast main lane over Shap, hit the brakes and ended up stopping in a neutral section. I think that deserves a round of applause. That's pretty awesome. So the reason we're not running at the speed limit is we were told to hold between 45 and 50. Right. 10 miles to go. Bam, yeah, you can post links as long as they're reasonable, as long as they're relevant to the channel. Right. X-Shooter, tutorial on driving the BR52. Okay. Is there any particular scenario that you would like to see it being run on that causes a particular challenge? Otherwise, I might end up accidentally choosing a scenario that's actually quite straightforward and doesn't present the same challenge. So if you can find a scenario that you find really challenging, then I'll have a look and see if I can not mess it up too much. Right, we're on the coast. Welcome to the seaside, folks. Heading on our way to Dawlish next. Favourite British steam loco? I like the A4 and the 9F. Those are my two favourites, of the big engines anyway. The 92 doesn't have neutral section support, no. Alright, so let's go and park ourselves around here. I can hear a steam train beating away in the distance. Here he comes. Firebox is closed, good. 7.4 miles to go now. Ride car's going to catch to crew tomorrow, excellent. Okay, X-Shooter, Ruhr Sieg Line Court Historic Freight Train. If you can drop me a Twitch message about that, I'll take a look at that, definitely. Section here with all the tunnels. Evolutions, thank you for the follow, much appreciated. Brakes have come on. I was wondering why we were slowing down the brake. I obviously knocked the brake lever and the brake have come on. I need to put a bigger notch in here for the running state. Managed to save that before the brakes came on. Doesn't actually apply to us because we're not getting up as fast as that speed limit. Let's get the water and the coal going again. Thanks, X-Shooter, and do chase up with me if I don't get it done. What I'll do is I'll try and get that added to the backlog so that it gets added. In fact, Darkness, are you still there? Yes, Darkness, if you're still there, can you drop that into the backlog under the tutorials section? The BR52 on the freight scenario. 5.3 miles to Newton Abbot. So just a reminder, folks, this scenario is 5Z86. Loco move, 26th of April, 2014. And that one is by, who is it by? I can't remember who it's by. Where's the link? Bell Boys 2009. Canada John posted a scenario of ECML in the 70s. So we've got a forum on the Steam group for making recommendations for scenarios. So if you can put a message in there, I'm just trying to work out where it is. Is it that one? Yes, there you go. I've just posted the link details into the chat. So if you can drop into the Steam group and put a message in there, then it can get put into the backlog. Basically, if it doesn't go into that forum, there's a good chance it'll get forgotten. So if everything goes in the forum, then I've got one place to go and look, which is, I think, going to be far more reliable, and certainly so far working out well. And I've just posted the social links, which includes the one to the Steam group, if you don't know how to get to the Steam group. Yeah, Shooter, I mean, I started out going rather fast, because this thing is supposed to be 45 to 50 mile per hour limit, and I'm exceeding that every now and again, so I'm going a little bit quick for this one. And I think it's got quite a generous timing on it. Either that or we're going to get totally held up in a minute, you never know. Yep, Dave's just posted a link directly to the scenario suggestions forum. Thank you, Dave. Oh, I missed another one. Oh, I hate that you can't hear these alarms outside. That's why such a large timetable, to allow for me messing it up. There's Newton Abbot, 1.2 miles away. Let's have a bit of a run from the cab. Welcome, Simon Lund. Stream started, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. Wasn't a particularly planned scenario, so it was a stream. It was just, I'm doing a behind the scenes video, so I thought I'd do a stream at the same time as that. Why not? That's not my red signal, don't worry. Hopefully my red signal is that one over there. There it is. Great Western signals are on the wrong side. There we are, coming into Newton Abbot. We're stopping at platform 2. Prince, I need a Steam background for that. It's a bit late to tell me to change the Steam background now. You wouldn't diss the GWR. Well, back when it was GWR, all the signals were on the right-hand side, where the drivers are. But the signals have been modernised and put on the left, same as the rest of the country. But steam engines still driven from the right. So technically, something's not on the right side. Well done, the engineers have just checked the axles and things are well. Woohoo! Told you it could go a bit faster. Right, now we've got another scenario to go and look for. Let's switch back to changing route and I'll go and find that scenario. Be back in a minute, folks. I've got to sort out power for this other camera, its battery's running low. This might take a little bit longer. Apologies, folks.